Hello, I'm Impish Fox, and we're in 1.19. Oh, that's a frog! Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Hi! There's two of you. Hi. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tutorial. We're gonna build a swamp house using 1.19 blocks and older blocks too, because, But it's a tutorial, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so if you're building along in creative, you're probably gonna want to pause the video right here and collect all of the materials. These are all approximate. Um, you know, I just wanted to have an idea of what you need to collect for the most part. So we're gonna need mud bricks, which are new, your terracotta, your dark oak, lots of mangrove. I love the mangrove wood and color. It's so good. I've also used a lot of jungle, um, some cobble, lanterns, andesite, all that good stuff. Pause the video here, collect everything, and then we're going to get straight into building. All right, so this is a representation of where the support pillars are gonna go. So our house is kind of elevated, just slightly to, protect against water. So our pillars are stripped mangrove wood and they are spaced 5 apart. So the smooth zone is only there for counting purposes. You can see um, everything. So it's 5 between. The only difference is the, front left corner. There's kind of a cutout there. Um, but if you put your pillars in this kind of grid, then that's going to give us the shape of the house. All right, so we've removed all of the smooth stone. Once we have our grid kind of laid out, we can get right into building up the pillars. So we're gonna place mangrove, stripped mangrove wood, 2 high in for each of the columns, and then we are going to fill in the entire area inside of the columns with mud bricks. All right, and then before we move on, I put jungle trapdoors on the tops of each of the pillars just to give it that nice little detail and a really finished look. I love the way the jungle looks with the packed mud and the bricks. So good. All right. So we're back with our smooth stone for counting purposes. Again, this isn't going to stay, but we want the corners of the house put in. So those are going to be mangrove wood or logs. It doesn't really matter either way. Um, but you can see the spacing here. Once you get the corners of the house placed in the mangrove, we're going to remove the smooth stone so you can kind of see where it is. And we're going to fill in between the walls, in between the corners with more mud bricks. I'm not doing the interior, so I'm not going to put that interior wall in. If you want to, I imagine the littler area is like a bedroom versus the rest of the house, but you're able to do the interior however you want to. I didn't include it for this tutorial. All right, so now we're ready to start building up the walls. The detail I wanted is kind of that brick look. I liked the way that they kind of almost like zipper teeth. I think of it like zipper teeth. I don't know if there's a technical name for it. Uh, but I feel like it gives it a really nice, cozy cottage vibe to it. So yeah, we're gonna just do that for all of the corners. Then the rest of the walls will be filled in with just terracotta once you've gotten all the pillars built up. Next, it's time for the roof, and we're doing kind of a 2-part roof. So it's going to be edged in the dark oak, and we want to overhang the building by 1. But then the smaller kind of offshoot of the house to the left, that's going to be shorter. And so the roof's actually going to overhang it by 1 block. But across the back, it's just going to be flat. And that detail is not going to be there. So right now I'm putting in just the framework of the roof and getting everything ready to fill in with the mangrove stairs for the main portion of the roof. So here you can see we have the full outline of the roof put in. I felt like that was the easiest way to do it. And then I just fill it all in with the mangrove. We are going to cut bits of it out to do some dormers, which is the windows kind of in the roof. But especially if you're doing this in survival, it's easier just to put in all the stairs and then cut them back out after. And do make sure that you fill in both front and back, and then don't forget to build up the terracotta for the sides. So it's going to be the east side, the west side, and also that middle bit. Don't forget where the two roofs meet. There is a see-through area there you're going to want to fill in with terracotta. Okay, so we're on the front of the house and we're going to work on the first dormer. These are not centered. I wasn't trying to make them centered. I feel like the cottage vibe is better with a bit of asymmetry. So, there's 2 blocks wide for the window. Outside of that, 2 dark oak planks. Put a stair on top of each, and then a stair connecting to the roof, like you can see there. And then on top, you're going to want an additional 6 stairs. So 2 connecting to the roof and 4 coming out to the edge of the window. Then I take out the stairs in the middle and fill it in with jungle trapdoors. All right, so here we go with the chimney. I started by just building it all in cobble, and I just do 2 across, kind of 2 by 2, 2 by 2, and then up 2. And then smooth it out with some stairs. I wanted it to be kind of crooked, leaning over to the side, just to add to the interest of it. Swap out some of the cobble with some andesite, and there you go. I added a campfire to the top for the smoke and just coziness of it, and then surround the campfire with your jungle trapdoors, and you've got a chimney. So now we're back to the front of the house, and we're going to add kind of the front door area. So it's about 2 in from the corner. It's a jungle door. Put an additional 3 mud bricks down as kind of a little porch area. Then we're going to add some stairs, and then we're going to build out the front door. So we're going to add our 2 cobblestone walls, 2 jungle fences on top of that. Then we're going to want to place an upside down dark oak stair right above the door, and then dark oak stairs on either side facing away from it. And it just gives it this little bit of detail that I think really adds a lot to the build. We do that same shape for the windows as well. Then we add some jungle fences on the corners in the middle. And in between those, we kind of put them all together with jungle fence gates. Now we're going to do the window, and again, it's just that exact same shape, but these are just going to be 1 wide windows, unlike the dormers at the top. So then we put 3 cobblestone fences along the bottom, or cobblestone walls, sorry, and then 4 jungle fences, 2 on each side of the window. And it just builds out and gives the whole thing that extra bit of detail. Then we're going to hang a lantern from each of the jungle fences along the roof. Now on the side of the build, this is the smaller side, more the bedroom side. And we're going to put in another window just like this we did on the front of the house. Exact same design around. And then we're going to put fences on each side at the same level that they were on the sides, hang lanterns from those, and connect with fence gates. Then we're going to add an additional window. This one does not have the extra detailing. There just isn't room for it, and I don't think it needs it. So then we're gonna add an additional 2 fence gates to the top, and an additional fence gate, and that is the side. Now onto the back, and we are going to put in 3 windows. So you can see it's centered kind of in the smaller section of the house, what I'm calling the bedroom. Then we're putting in 2 into kind of the main living space of the house. You see, I did misplace. So that one now lines up with the door. So we're gonna place 4 jungle fences along the top. Connect those with the jungle fence gates. Then hang lanterns. And we have the back of the house. On to the last side. So here we're going to add 2 windows, just like the other side. The bottom window is going to have all the nice details, fences and fence gates just above the window. Adding the smaller window, kind of the second level of the house, and fence gates along above that. And of course, lanterns. Always lanterns. And yeah, I hope that you guys followed the tutorial and enjoyed it. The only thing left to do is kind of decorate. The rest of it, it's all just preference. You know, I ended up decorating mine with some mangrove leaves. And around the base, I just threw in some dark oak saplings, you know, that are never going to grow because I'm just placing the grass, some ferns. Some of those are tall, some short. And then some mushrooms. I use the crimson mushroom, nether mushrooms, just for a pop of color. Some other things you could do is definitely put some mangrove trees closer up to the house. I think would make it look really cute. You know, add a path up to it. But that is the 1.19 Swamp Cottage. So if you did enjoy this tutorial, leave a like, leave a comment. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Twitch. Feel free to send me a screenshot of how your house turned out, what substitutions and changes you made to kind of make it your own. And I would love to see it. Follow if you haven't already, subscribe, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye!